Hello everyone, if you would like to help me out, a like and a comment would be really helpful. I've decided to not do a historical hilt for my ninjato. I'm doing a more of a sort of a more modern tactical katana, tactical ninjato style hilt for it. I could always take the hilt off again in the future and do a more traditional style, but at the moment I just want something so that I can test the blade to see how the blade performs, how well it holds an edge, whether or not it'll snap under use. Maybe do some more abusive cutting tests like cutting wood and seeing how the edge holds up, so that I can learn more about how this steel performs, as it is a spring steel of unknown grade and I've heat treated it. So what I'm going to do is I've got a piece of wood and it's 6mm thick steel, so I've got some straight bits of wood that were 6mm, traced them out, traced out the tang onto the wood, glued them on, carved it out so it is a snug fit, put another piece of wood in there just to fill up the gap there. I'm gonna mark the outside of it so that I will know where the tang ends, so I can put a drill, I can drill a hole for a pin there and there. Traditionally katanas were not full tang, so neither is this one, though it has got quite a substantial tang to it. And yeah, I'm just going to, I've glued that on, let it dry so it's solid. So I'm going to put glue in here, put the blade in there, put the top on, tie it up with twine and let it set. Then I can take it off, drill the holes for the pins and put that in, make it nice and tight, and I can get to testing the blade, seeing how it performs. And for those of you who are wondering, I'm just using PVA wood glue. So here is the handle after it has been glued. There's some small gaps that will need to be filled up with glue. Those were caused by mistakes I made with the flat discs. So I've got a line marked where the end of the tang is. So I'm going to put 2 holes in it. I'm going to drill straight through, put nails through, cut them off with a cut-off disc, and then shape the handle. I'm going to have to chop the end of it, make it even and flat, as well as I will take off the sharp corners with flat discs, then I'll make it more oval and I'll shape it into a sword handle. Now I just go grind it and bevel it, sand it up, glue up the gaps, add glue to the pins, and trim up the edge, and trim up the end. Yeah, I think this is the safest of the options I've done, but you know, you're responsible for your own safety, not me. And there we go, I've shaped it up a bit more and it feels really nice. The nails are sticking out a little bit, just gonna pop them out, put some glue in. little bit of wash. The towel. Just wipe off a bit of the excess and I'll sand it down once it's dry. Got more to go in there. Right, I will leave this to dry and sand it up. Take the end and stick it out of those nails off when it's dry, and I'll oil it to protect the wood. But it is looking quite good at the moment. Might need to take a rasp or some files or sanders and just even it out, make it a little bit nicer. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that and how it turned out. There's a slight swelling up near the top. I was going to take a file and get rid of that where it kind of flares towards the top, but after handling it, I really like how that swell there feels around when you're holding it. But so I should probably be holding it sort of more traditionally than not gripping right up on it. But yeah, I'll just leave that to dry, sand it up, get rid of the nails sticking in, and give it some oil. Awesome. And that whole time it wasn't recording. Yeah, you can see that's where I've been cutting with it. Yeah. I didn't sharpen it before I started, so things considering. And it, Alright, so I can use it to split wood. I didn't get it razor sharp. It hasn't so I don't really think it's dulled. This is hardwood. So I'm sticking it in, and yeah, this is Australian hardwood. Not quite sure what kind, but this sure is, yeah, this is pretty tough stuff. No chips, not getting dull. What's that? That's just that. No rolled edges. So I'd say my heat treatment's pretty decent, holding its edge. There's one little test, because this is a sword. I got a whole ham bone. I want to see if that damages the edge. That would be a no. Oops, missed it. Front bone, anyway. Yep, right through the... Yeah, look at that. That solid bone went through it like a hot knife through butter. And that's dead bone, which is harder to cut than live bone. So yeah, that's right the knuckle. Went lengthways. So the yeah, bone comes out, leg comes out this way, and it's sliced up through that. I wonder if that makes it easier to cut. Yeah, oh well, let's cut it crossways, just to be certain. Yeah, it's not putting up any resistance. Alright, let's inspect this for edge damage. I can see none. So I think that means my tempering must be pretty decent. I guess because this can split wood just fine. This can be my tactical survival ninja sword. Use as a machete. Wait, was that in shot? Oops. No, quit tearing. There, folds. Here's a little. Part tear, part cut. Wasn't exactly razor sharp to begin with. There are better, higher performance steels out there, but I'm pretty happy with this. It's not getting any edge damage from chopping up hardwood. Go through bone like butter. Let's do something stupid. Got myself a piece of mild steel wire. I just twisted it up. That shouldn't be much of a feat. I mean, relative hardness. Tempered spring steel should be, well, if I've hardened and tempered it, it should be harder than unhardened mild steel. So yeah, keep that in mind when you see people doing those tests where they hammer a blade through a nail. It's to do with relative hardness. Blade harder than the steel you're hammering it through, it should cut. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this steel's performance characteristics after I've gone through my heat treatment process for it. There's just one thing I'm a little unhappy about, and that is trying to get this little bit of a warp out of it. It just wants to, it does not want to deform, it just springs straight back to its old shape, which would be good for survival knives, I guess. You know, if you've got to baton them. I wonder if I could baton this thing. way beyond what you need from the sword, but if I'm making survival knives and stuff out of this material and machetes, I think it's good to know. Yeah, I think we've got enough information. I think we know the steel is durable. But if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. Apparently that helps channels grow. It means more people will see it, because otherwise it probably isn't going to get many views. Ooh, that is some hardwood. Alright. Cheers. Okay, bear with me for one last step. Will it still cut a water bottle after all of that nonsense? Yes. Very, very easily.